Hello, my name's Jim, and I'm going to give you my journey of dealing with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Just about everything I know so far. Hope this will help someone and dispel some fear and maybe give some hope. I'm going to start in March today, first of all, is March 19th, 2019. My journey began almost exactly pretty close to a year ago. I was at my urologist office. We're going to call him Dr. Jev. I was at his office to read a CAT scan about my renal carcinoma, single cell kidney cancer that I had 1 year prior. He had his CT scan in front of him and said, "You're clear. Your kidney cancer's gone." I also will have a YouTube video different than this one that talks about the kidney cancer. It'll be Jim's kidney cancer. This is Jim's cancer, Hodgkin's lymphoma, and the red devil, I call it. Well, that scan back in March of 18, I was clear of kidney cancer, showed 4 tiny lymph nodes. Doctor said, "Jim, I don't even know why the pathologist marked this of any concern, but they're so tiny, they're unbiopsiable, they're nothing. Because I don't want you to be alarmed, okay? This is like really nothing." But he said, "You know what? You're going to go visit my friend, the oncologist. We're going to call him Dr. Vaughn." So I kind of played it off. I get a phone call from my urologist's office asking if I made the appointment with Dr. Vaughn. I said no. They said you better. I did. I went to visit Dr. Vaughn. I believe it was probably somewhere around the first week of April, last week of March. I can't really remember. That was 2018. He looked at the 4 little dots on the CAT scan screen and said, "Here's what you need to know. Lymph nodes don't usually grow unless there's something wrong, an infection, and they definitely grow if you have cancer." So they scheduled a CAT scan. This is let's go for the 1st of April 2018. Scheduled another CAT scan I had on July 7th, 2018. I had that CAT scan. The results were, yes, they were starting to grow, and there were a few more. They were out my chest, by my lungs, by my liver, down and back, and some of the fatty tissue. I'm having no pain. I'm feeling great. I feel good. And I'm on the premise that, this isn't necessarily cancer. It could be some kind of lymph node infection problem that could be treated in different ways. Well, I came back for another CAT scan. I guess this would be called your 6 months later to see what's happening with those lymph nodes. Well, they were pretty big. They had really taken off from initially, how many months ago was that? That was, this is January. They took off like 9 months. They were like going pretty fast. But you know what? I'm told that that was a pretty slow growth as far as Hodgkin's lymphoma goes. So when we seen that they had grown, he scheduled what they call a nuclear PET scan, where that radioactive dye is injected in you, and if you have cancer, the lymph nodes will light up, or if they have cancer, I guess even if they're really badly infected, they'll light up like Christmas tree bulbs, and they did. They lit up. So next stage of course was a needle CT biopsy. The doctor wanted certain lymph nodes tested, but the technologist at the hospital, the doctor that does the biopsy, didn't want to go for those because they would have to gone through a lung or gone through an artery. They went for the ones in the back, 85% chance that they would get them. Well, they didn't. Biopsy failed. So they scheduled a surgical biopsy where they would go in and grab one of the biggest ones in my diaphragm next to my lung. There you needed a thoracic heart surgeon. And that's what we did. As you see, there's a scar here. Regular surgery. They put you under. No problems. I didn't have any problems. They go in through the hole, snatch that lymph node out, most of it, and do a biopsy. Waited 3 weeks and had my appointment with the doctor, the oncologist. Cancer, diagnosis, Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 3.5. He was surprised. He thought it would be lymphoma. Regardless, I understand that it's a little easier to treat and better success rate for me with the Hodgkin's. So where do we go from here? Diagnosed with Hodgkin's. They immediately set me up for a heart scan for my heart, how healthy it was, how much blood it was pumping. They decided to go with a Mediport, which I had put in. Today is Tuesday the 19th. I had it put in last Friday. Mediport's right under my tiger tattoo. It's pretty unique. It's under the skin. They stick a port where they can just stick a needle in through the skin. They have a pad they can fill where it is. And a tube goes up this way and back down, fed directly into an artery. So it's a good thing. Good thing to get my medications, treatments. I had my first chemo treatment today. And I'm getting the Red Devil. I guess I'm getting a really aggressive, strong, hardcore chemo treatment. I go every 2 weeks for one treatment. I guess they call it six treatments somehow, but it's 6 months long. Anyone worrying, all those horrible things you hear about chemo treatments, and mine wasn't bad at all. Wonderful people. They take care of you. I didn't get sick, at least not yet. If I do, I got meds for it. They don't want you sick. So this is day one. I'll make more videos to let you know later on how I do, how I fare with the later ones. The first 2 treatments, which are actually 4 sessions of chemo for me, will determine how I'm doing. They'll do a nuclear PET scan to see if they're shrinking or not, or getting bigger. From there, they'll decide the rest of my treatments and what we're going to do. I work in the demolition field. I'm a truck driver. I'm around a lot of nasty dust, Demolition, you just name it. What could be in that ground up dirt, dust, concrete. So I have to take off 6 months of work because they don't want me around that stuff. So I'm kind of at the beginning of my treatment. I got some decisions to make the next couple of weeks, which they will help me at the hospital. They have experts in every aspect you need, counselors, financial, medical. I mean, it's really remarkable how comfortable they make you. So this is Jim with his story, Hodgkin's lymphoma and the Red Devil. The reason I say the Red Devil, because it is one of the most aggressive forms, chemicals for treatment, and I'm going to let you know how I do along the course. So, I'll be talking to you later, to all my friends, and if you've been diagnosed, just don't worry about it and pray, pray, pray. I'm going to have another video downloaded here called Jim's Kidney Cancer, which I was cured of, which will be another video. Well, thank you, folks, and God loves you.